What's up guys, today I'll show you the top 10 cornerstone entries from our cornerstone contest. My neck is super sore right now, but hopefully I'll manage to do a good job on announcing the winners. We had a total of 82 submissions, and the ones I'm gonna present right now are the ones that scored the highest. But before I show you guys that, I wanna tell you the judging team was formed of 4 people. Me, my officer Dahamond, voxel and hiker. So half of the judging team came from my club and the other half was made up of 2 very talented builders. Now let's get into the prizes. As the last time, I will announce the top 10 starting with the last position and up until number 1. The number 1 cornerstone along with number 2 and number 3 will get rewarded in FLUX. If they happen to be playing on consoles, then they will be rewarded in codes. Otherwise, number 3 is getting 25,000 FLUX, number 2 is getting 50,000 FLUX, and number 1 is getting 100,000 FLUX. And one more thing before we start showing this top 10, I had, once again, favorite entries that didn't even make it in the final top 10. This only goes to show that the results you are gonna see are a product of 4 judges, and not only me. That said, let us begin. At number 10 we have SlicerHD with his awesomely lit cornerstone. It's reminiscent of a Japanese pagoda and has one of the best lightworks I've ever seen on a cornerstone. Just look at those pretty colors. He has different colored torches on every level, creating a really nice rainbow effect. Unfortunately, we have no interior shots to check what's happening there, but the outside alone was enough to get SlicerHD the number 10 spot. Congratulations! At number 9 we have Dragon with a little house sitting on a naturally formed column by the looks of it. On top of the column, he's got his cozy little cabin with various props to make the place look like someone's actually living there. The cabin looks great, the props you used fit in, that little terraforming work is very organic and makes the entire cornerstone special. Having this cornerstone placed in medieval highlands helped too, as from these angles it looks like it belongs there. Good job on the number 9 spot. Next up we have a Mr. Whippy taking the number 8 spot. I'm gonna read you what he sent. The story behind it is that a mad scientist constructed this, hence the DNA helix, with his laboratory located under the roof. His experiment was to create a crystal so powerful it could control its surroundings. The crystal structure at the top is used as a portal room. And that's what he sent me. Always nice adding a story to your build, makes it more believable. I cannot describe his work better than he did, everything is clear. Placing it in a winter biome made the background match with a build, and that's very nice, but on a different topic we don't have pictures from the inside. I was very curious to see how the inside of that crystal looked like. Good job nevertheless. At number 7 we got Pello, who decided to submit a video. I will not show you the entire video, instead I'll snap some screens. His cornerstone is a boat. All of his workbenches are found inside and he's also got a secret tunnel underneath, going to an ice cave that then leads to a bar. On top of the ship, there's a floating island with a small house containing the most useful 2 items, a loot collector and a personal chest. The entire build is heavily propped with stuff that fits. Attention to detail is clear here. Despite the terrible quality presentation, this cornerstone managed to rank quite high, getting the number 7 spot. Good job! At number 6 we have Innocent Oak with his villa basically. This is not a little cabin anymore, a villa spanning on 2 levels. On the ground level he's got a little garden that leads to a secret trophy room, which appears to be empty. And below that is a cave that works as a fishing spot. Above there's a tree growing, and from his corona starts his house. Inside you got everything you need, placed in an organized fashion. This cornerstone looks great, sits on a tree, fits with the background. Good job on 6th place. On number 5 we got Super Mixu, that has his own description of what he did. And he says, the idea of this cornerstone was to make a tower that's being taken over by nature, starting with its bottom. So there's some vines, and I made the tower look a bit old by adding darker grey blocks to it. End quote. And he managed to do just that. A fortified tower reclaimed by nature. The whole practicality aspect happens at the top, where he's got his workbenches. The only thing I'm not too happy with is that white line at the bottom. It looks to be some glowing white surrounding your cornerstone base, and I feel it strips your cornerstone out of the context. You indeed placed it where it belongs, which is medieval highlands, but having that glowing white strip, especially at night, kinda ruins the relationship with the background. Nevertheless, this is a great cornerstone. Good job on the 5th spot. At number 4 we got Starpice with his sculptural cornerstone. Due to lack of description, I will read your cornerstone my way. He's got 2 knights sitting on top of each other, guarding his precious neon cube at the bottom. Once he gets in the cube, we understand why. Besides the workbench and the trophy room, he's got biome rooms. He's got a snow room, a grass room, and something that looks to be a space room. These all need to be heavily guarded, that's for sure. Joke aside, very creative cornerstone. In your video, the cornerstone was placed in a grass plain, but in the pictures, it was in a neon biome, where it belongs honestly. Good job on the 4th spot. At number 3 and winner of 25,000 FLUX is Kaloisky with his Lord of the Rings themed cornerstone. Not much to be said here, everything is crystal clear. We have a very well done Eye of Sauron cornerstone sitting in a perfect place, a lava biome. Even though the idea is not entirely creative, we appreciated the level of detail on the building, along with him placing it in a very suitable background. The effect it creates is just awesome. Unfortunately, we don't have pictures from the inside to understand how practical it is, but the pictures alone were enough to bring him the 3rd spot. Congratulations! On number 2 we have Kindda with his demonic altar. There's no description here, so I'll read your cornerstone as best as I can. I gotta admit, at first I didn't understand what was going on, and the structure felt random. But on a closer inspection I was able to read the shrine theme. It appears to be an altar dedicated to the dragon gods, the ones who brought us the Dragon Crucible workbench and allowed us to ride dragons. We got a dragon dominating the top, and the practical aspect of this cornerstone, it's happening at its feet. It is very nicely propped, and it can actually work as a gate too. Never seen something like this, very creative, and the fact he placed it in a suitable environment, the Cursed Veil biome, made his cornerstone a really nice sight. Good job getting the second spot and the 50,000 FLUX. And at number 1 and winner of our cornerstone competition for this edition is Flames 2000 with his flower cornerstone. He basically has a heavily propped cornerstone from which a red flower blossoms. At the bottom he seems to keep his workbenches, a portal, a trading post, plus bunch of other companion props. So a corgi there somewhere. The bottom part looks to be a tree stump, and it's unfortunate we don't have any shots from inside of it. On top of this tree stump there's a giant flower, very well built. This flower probably has something very secret at its top, since no shots showed us what's inside of there. But seriously now, imagine how cool it would be to have your personal chest and loot collector up there. The colors used to make his flower and the tree stump, the organic feel of this cornerstone, won him the number 1 spot. Congratulations! You also get 100,000 FLUX. To claim your FLUX, please get in touch with me on my Discord server, link for that is in this video's description. Otherwise, my Discord ID is 7331. Thank you so much to everyone for sending your cornerstones. I should have made a top 20 since I had so much more cornerstones to show that were really interesting. But since I plan on repeating this type of contest, there's no rush. Thank you very much for taking part, guys, you are awesome. I had so much fun checking out your submissions. And thank you very much to the judges who helped me do this. That's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching and I will see you on the next video.